We're back on Nemo Nation with another fast-paced Fastport Studios half hour.
One of the things that has plagued the industry for a lot of years is the fact that getting the word out about trucking, the value of trucking, the safety, the people, the opportunities that trucking can give you. It's very expensive to get the word out. Look how big trailers are. Think about how much it costs to wrap those trailers, and then you got one trailer, and then you need 50, 60 more. Radio, television commercials are really expensive to make. And I was so impressed with something that I saw this past week online from the state of Alabama. And I'm so thrilled that Mark Colson is going to be joining us here. He's joining us now. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. I kind of got ahead of myself here. I forgot to introduce you because I'm really excited about mytruckingfuture.com. I got to tell you, that website is amazing. Mark Colson is with us. He is the president and CEO of the Alabama Trucking Association. And Mark, welcome to the show and happy NTDAW.
Yeah, thank you, guys. What a great week. This is one of the most exciting weeks of the year. And we're excited at the Alabama Trucking Association to celebrate the American truck driver through a lot of different means. But one exciting one is through to appeal to the heart through art today. So I'm excited to talk about that with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. I got to tell you, we're going to talk about the song, which is really cool, and I'll be playing that on my Nemo's Night Beat program here pretty soon from the Sweet Tea Trio and the Heroes of the Highway Project. So we'll talk about that. But I got to tell you, one of the things that through my long, maybe too long radio career in the trucking world, Mark, is that freedom behind the wheel, the scenery, the landscapes, the camaraderie of the other drivers, the independence. That's what drivers were saying about why they loved trucking 50 years ago. And I heard the same exact things in the videos on that, again, awesome website, mytruckingfuture.com. Give us some background. Tell us how that all got started, because it's really, really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. You make a good point. And in Alabama, no different than anywhere else in the country, you have trucking company owners and individual truckers who are really proud of what they do, and they do a great job for this country. In Alabama, we have 133,000 men and women who work in trucking that make Call Alabama home. And, when you get to meet them, you're inspired by their stories. And so oftentimes those stories don't get told. We have to humanize the trucking industry to promote it. And I know there's a national debate about truck driver shortages here and there. We believe that quality people going into quality training, going to work for quality companies, or starting a high-quality business for themselves is what it's all about. And so when you go to that website, you look at those testimonials. Those are real Alabama truckers, diesel technicians, just telling their own story, unscripted. And it's awesome to get to experience them. But then to be able to take those testimonials and put them in front of people who look like them, sound like them, feel like them, to say, oh, maybe that I could do that. That's a way I could change my life and provide for my family. We've been able to showcase some successes from that. And obviously we want some economic steam in this economy right now for the trucking industry, which has been struggling, which is another good reason we wanted to celebrate the American truck driver at a time when, we need some good news in this business, Dave, and and we've got some good stories to tell, and so we're really excited about that. Not to dismiss taking on the challenges that our industry faces, with plaintiffs' trial attorneys coming after folks and bad actors that have gotten in our business. We deal with all those things, but at the same time, we've got to celebrate the men and women that are in this industry that are proud of what they do every day.
Well, one of the things, too, and I'm hearing it in what you just said, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying, too, about, the equipment has changed, the technology has changed, the rules and regs, the roads have changed, everything has changed, except for the people who wind up behind the wheel. I think what people want today is exactly what they wanted 50, even 100 years ago, 150 years ago when trucking was first founded. Heck, when the guys used to take the wagon trains out from, Missouri to Oregon, it's the same strain of wanderlust or adventure. or getting the job done. I remember when the credo behind trucking was, our job is to get the job done. Now it's, well, my job is to be compliant, and if I can get the job done, it's okay. So there's a lot of stuff that has changed, but the spirit is basically the same as it ever was.
Dave, we are in a challenging economy. We've got a number of challenges in this industry, but I fundamentally believe, after spending a lot of time with the people in our business in Alabama and many around the country, that there's a renaissance in trucking that's coming. We've got to address some of those challenges, and we also have to do a better job, like what we're trying to do in Alabama with My Trucking Future, and now with the Highway Heroes of the song we're going to talk about in a minute. But I do believe there is a renaissance for trucking. We've got to take on those challenges. There's some things we have to change culturally, but that's what a lot of this is about. And so it gets us excited. We've just got to, a little better economy is going to help with that. And at the same time, we've just are really proud to get to celebrate the men and women in Alabama and these Americans across the country that make this industry run. Because when you get to spend time with them like you do, I know on your show and throughout your career, it's inspiring. I'm inspired as I travel the state, travel this country, when I get to spend time with the men and women who make our industry run. And yeah, we've got challenges, but just some of the stuff is just celebrating the work that's being done. And I think oftentimes enough we forget to say thank you. And that's what this whole week is about. It's just saying thank you.
By the way, I want everybody to head over to mytruckingfuture.com, alabamatrucking.org. But most importantly, for where we're going next, head to highwaydreaming.com. Just, Mark, do us a favor and unpack the story behind the song, what inspired it, and what it was like to be a part of watching it all come together.
Yeah, we had it's interesting. We've got a group of men and women who are part of our foundation through the Alabama Trucking Association that is primarily focused on creating a positive image for the trucking industry. We do a lot of other stuff, but that's one of the positive things. And think, what can we do? We can't compete with the plaintiff's lawyer money for billboard advertising. I wish we could. What can we do to honor the American truck driver? And a teammate of mine, Josh Vaughn, and some other folks had this interesting thought. We had a band, Sweet Tea Trio, that we were introduced to. One of the family members of this band from Alabama is in the trucking industry, and they played at an event of ours, and they were fantastic. And a conversation occurred after the event and about celebrating the American truck driver, and some local songwriters from Alabama put their heads together, developed a song. The band bought into it. They went up to Cypress Moon Studios, which is a famous studio in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. For those of you music fans, know the history of Muscle Shoals and the music scene there. We recorded it there, and we're releasing it this week. It's called Highway Dreaming. You can find it on highwaydreaming.com, and it's as simple as that. It is a tribute to the heartbeat of the American truck driver, something we want to do to celebrate the men and women, 3.5 million men and women driving trucks across this country, and especially those in Alabama, but those all across the country. And when you hear the song, I think your head will nod a little bit to it, your feet will tap the floor. And we also have a music video that we shot that features the band, that features a professional truck driver, Jeremy, and his family from Alabama. And it's a great way. It was a great idea and great execution of a way that we can celebrate truck drivers this week, but also throughout the year. You can find it on all the major music platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, etc., Vimeo, YouTube. Check out the video at highwaydreaming.com, and we're just pumped that we're finally getting to release it. We've been teasing it for a month or so now, so we're pumped up.
Yeah, I know you have. I've been listening to it too on my computer at home. Today is the release date, so as you mentioned, it's out there today. It's a great video. Well, there was a little snippet of the video. I haven't seen the video fully yet, of course, because it hasn't been out yet. But, well, that trio is something else. The song is something else. And again, it goes back to my beginning in trucking radio, trucking music, for 50, 60 years has really been the heartbeat of the industry. And bringing something like that back now, I think the timing couldn't be better, Mark.
Well, thanks for saying that, Dave and Jimmy Mack. Hey, it could be a great theme song for the show, guys. You never know.
Hey, by the way, don't think we're not thinking about ways to incorporate it more into the action over here. And Dave, we'll be playing it on a very soon to come night beat as well. Mark, we got to shuffle off the radio coil. Happiest of Entah. What is it? Nitdaw?
Entidaw.
Entidaw.
National
Entidaw.
Truck Driver Appreciation Week.
Mark, thanks for making time in an incredibly busy schedule. We really appreciate you. We want to get you on for a longer form interview down the road. We'd love to have you back. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Highwaydreaming.com is where you can check out that song. MyTruckingFuture.com. As Dave said, it's an amazing website, amazing high-quality website.
It really is, though. I'm not exaggerating. I was so impressed. That is coming from one state trucking association. That has, it looks national.
And it's a great reminder that it only takes diligence and care to get things right. AlabamaTrucking.org.